Hey, it's Trails again with another super speedy update. That might have been a little pun hinting at some quest speedrunning updates, but that's for later. After a couple sand-filled weeks and a couple debacles, Tombs of Amascut seems to be in a pretty good spot right now. Except for that one attack from Akka. The last set of changes includes a handful of tweaks to invocations with a couple of unintended side effects. Players using the Needless Help invocation noticed that the number of supplies being offered mid-raid was lower than expected. This was an unintentional error, so has now been fixed. The crocodile spawns at the Path of Krondis were a little inconsistent, meaning that even tick-perfect sweatlords were occasionally making an extra run for water. The consistency of these spawns has now been improved, and you can water the plant again without any added frustration. The max hit threshold when mining the pillar on the Path of Het has been reduced from 102 to 100 mining, so players don't have to pay attention to boost timers to always hit the max hit, or mine the max hit. The cascading X attack during the Warden phase 2 no longer does damage if a Warden is downed. This is now consistent with the other attacks. And finally, Zebak was having some trouble sinking his teeth into players on certain tiles, so he's now able to melee players stood on the corner rocks of his lair. Time for quest speedrunning. It's been cool seeing everyone zoom in through the first offering of iconic quest speedruns. Thanks to your feedback, there's already a couple hotfixes that are already being deployed to make the experience even more enjoyable. Dropped items such as food or untradables now follow the player between worlds. Items dropped during an active speedrun are now correctly deleted when the speedrun is abandoned. This also counts for dropped items. Players are now able to abandon their current speedrun while in the wilderness and will be teleported back to the Lumbridge when they do. Iron Man chat icons now display correctly on speedrun worlds, so everyone still realizes that you're playing a superior version of the game, and player ski binds and other settings no longer reset when starting a new speedrun. This should make everything more smooth, so if you haven't tried quest speedrunning, give it a shot and make sure to give some feedback so this game mode becomes the best it can ever be. Wilderness bosses, we all hate them. We've all hopefully read the new boss reworks, and we're hopefully all ridiculously excited about it. I sure am. By now, everyone's had the chance to get their hands on the proposed rewards from the rework. It looks as though the upgraded Revenant weapons slot neatly into their role as anti-PK weapons, helping PvMers fight back a little more vigorously against any would-be PKers. In the beta worlds, after this week, Thamerons and Accursed Scepters can also autocast ancient magics now, so get experimenting with this. I know Poison Potion is really excited about this one. And then the Void Waker. While the intent was a best-in-slot, non-degradable training option for 75 attack builds, players still felt like it was a little lackluster, so the melee strength bonus has been bumped from plus 75 to plus 80. Let's see if you like it now. Again, like with the quest speedrunning, this is in beta, so please test it out for yourself, and we're excited to hear from you. I also need you guys for this. Crack the Clue 3 is back. Now, I personally like to dabble in clue scrolls every once in a while, so this is right up my alley. It's being presented by someone you might know.
A long time ago, there was a person who went by the name of Matt K. While working on the game, he had an idea one day. He wanted to create a treasure hunt harder than anyone knew, so he decided to create Crack the Clue 1 and 2. Finally, they found the one after looking far across the sea. My name is Wooks, and I'm the designer behind Crack the Clue 3.
As you can hear and see, Wooks has finally joined the dark side and created the new Crack the Clue for all of us to decipher. A series of clues handcrafted by one of the greatest minds RuneScape has ever seen. This is going to have to be a team effort, so I'm going to try and collect all the valuable information on my YouTube channel. From the 23rd of September onwards, the race is on. Discover the items and locations of all the clues first, and you'll get your name into the Hall of Fame of Old School RuneScape. So on the 23rd of September, keep a close eye on all the Old School RuneScape media channels. Rounding off the week, there are a few smaller changes. The Corporeal Beast's Drain attack will no longer hit players after they leave the lair. A quiet audio cue is now played to adjacent players when a Baronite Vein depletes in Cam does all. The Ancient Godsword's special attack effect is now cleared upon teleporting or leaving an instance. The Beta World supply chests now offer Menophyte Remedy potions. I have absolutely no clue what those are. And the PvP world rotations has moved back to period A. I was OnlyTrails with the OSRS weekly recap, and again, I'll be trying to keep up with the Crack the Clue stuff on my YouTube channel. You can check that out in the description. Subscribe to this channel for more weekly recaps and Old School RuneScape content, and I'll hopefully see you another time. Peace.